Honorable Mohammed Ndayako is an erudite scholar, a distinguished politician, and a legal practitioner par excellence. He was born in Bidda on the 12th of August 1966 to the family of late Emir of Bidda, Etu Bakudu Ndayako. Honorable Mohammed Ndayako, who is the principal partner of Ndayako & Co., a legal practitioner and consultant's firm, began his basic educational career at the Army Children's School, Kaduna, where he moved to Model Primary School, Bidda, and obtained his first school leaving certificate in 1978. He attended Government College, Bidda, and obtained his O-level in 1983. Thereafter, he proceeded to Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, and obtained his diploma in Sharia and Civil Law. Honorable Mohammed Ndayako is married and blessed with children. Let's listen to what his family members and elders in Bidda has to say about him.
We have been covering a lot of activities and cases on behalf of our people, on behalf of our community, and on behalf of our domain. And he held this profession with a lot of passion. That means he liked the job to the core, and they're very, very articulate in terms of legal interpretation, and all cases he has actually handled since that time till now have been very successful. We wish him Allah's guidance, and will continue to play his role as a legal practitioner in interpreting laws and making people to follow the laws of the land. And in our own part, we continue to encourage him with prayers, and also to pray for him and to pray Almighty Allah for his guidance, continuous guidance, and sky is his limit.
It's very good to everybody in this our family. Even in the Umaru Majidi family, not only Ndayako family. That's what I first said. Very, very good, very humble, very charming, and he respect everybody. Everybody within the family he respect.
Nela wono sumo gazelena ko ni ne boto agajo na nga kudu jo ne sun aga gizan to chitoko ko aga de gan waje ndo chide na lo anu nela le ya harbe ba ni.
I have never heard him quarreling with anybody. He is very respectful and kind. I pray God blesses his new rank. As his parents, we pray that he grows bigger and may God guide him aright. He is a cheerful giver. I know him to be a very respectful and kind person. I am his father's immediate younger sister. I pray that God protects and guides him in his new rank.
It is in furtherance to this responsibility that over time, or for the past 5 years, or in the past 5 years, His Royal Highness Etu Yahya Abu Bakr, the Etu nupe, saw it fit because of his selfless service and commitment, and they bestowed the rank of Tambarin nupe to him. So with this, which is an additional responsibility, we feel that this has cut out a new fiesta in his life.
Overwhelming joy because ever since he was called to bar and he chose the legal practice as a profession instead of joining the public service as a government lawyer or so, He told me that it's going to be tough, but he's assuring me that at the end of the day, it will be the best decision he must have taken. And with this elevation to the rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria, I think I remember that day at Leonard's in Mina when he said, this is what he wants to do. I think he has taken the right decision. I'm so happy for him. I'm overwhelmed with joy.
He has been a loving husband, a caring father, a very special grandfather. I would say he has given me unconditional love, filled with joy, because he has never given me any reason to complain. He always wants to make me happy.
My dad is my hero. He has all the qualities of a perfect man. He has always taught us good values and manners. He has taught us to be respectful. He has taught us to be kind, loyal. My dad is my friend, my guide, my teacher, and most of all, my role model.
I'm going to talk about my grandpa. He shares his food with me. He plays with me, and he buys me gifts. I love him and I miss him.
As a loving father that he is, he has been able to create a balance between love, care, and discipline. He has showed us nothing but love and care, while at the same time instilling discipline in us. He has always taught us to respect one another, to be compassionate.
He's very, very, very kind. He's extremely kind. He's very calculative as well. That is one of my favorite things about him. Every single decision he makes, he's very meticulous about it, and he thinks about it thoroughly before making a decision, and he's one of my inspirations.
In all my life, anything essential, I have never lacked. As long as it's important for my success, or it's important for our success, or it's important for our life, as long as it's of utmost importance, he always provides.
He's a very honest father. He sets good example for us, a very good example. He doesn't get angry easily, and I won't even do something to make him angry, but he doesn't get angry easily. He's just the best, and I love him so much.
As a determined and ambitious man with an outstanding zeal for academics, Honorable Ndayako proceeded to the University of Maiduguri in 1986, where he got his LLB honors in Sharia law and finished in 1989. In the year 1990, he attended the Nigerian Law School, Lagos, and earned his Bachelor of Law, LB. Here is our interaction with some of his professional colleagues.
I think he deserves it. It's one of the rare privileges I had to even recommend personally that Ndayako be awarded that rank. He's a man, he's very humble, very disciplined, very respectful, loyalty, integrity, and has a good reputation. He has all the qualities that a senior advocate should.
I'm even surprised that it has taken him this long before he started wearing the cap. That does not mean that I expected him to have the cap before me, because I've always been his senior. But he possesses all the qualities on the ground that he has the control and the ability to train young lawyers, and above all, the knowledge that he has exhibited so far shows that he's really qualified.
He has lived the motto of Government College Bida, which is slowly but surely. I say that with all sense of humility, that he's a very patient individual. Some of his classmates were conferred with this title a couple of years ago, but he never lived as if he had any worries about it. But God's time, you can imagine it's coming at a time that it's not only deserved but well deserved. This is the one I would describe as the patient dog eats the fattest bone.
In fact, for your information, I was among those that recommended me for that position to confirm, because he had had cases before me. And normally one requirement you have to be recommended by a judge or judges that you appear before them, and the cases they handle for you. So I was among those that recommended him based on his character, learning, training, and his performance in cases before me. So I can answer that question positively. Yes, he is. And he's a person well deserved.
One good thing about him is that he is a calm man. He is a serious-minded person. He is a legal practitioner of repute. He is an astute politician. And apart from the fact that Ndayako is a prince, he has carried himself down the ladder and for people to assess. I envy him for one thing. I envy him for the fact that he has always made himself accessible and available to the common man.
Ndayako is a very honest person, a very hard-working person, an astute politician who has not allowed politics to eat into his legal practice. Because I'm saying that out from experience, because so many people are in legal practice, they dabble into politics, and now begins to eat into their practice. But he's been able to manage these two demanding circumstances in his life. He's turned out a fantastic first-class politician, and he has turned out a first-class lawyer.
In fact, it is a belated cap. It's a cap and feather that should have come much earlier. Oga is a humble person. Sometimes I think he's too humble. His humility has attracted so many friends for him across the divide. In fact, it was his friends who said, Oga, whether you like it or not, it is time, and you have to do it now, or we'll do it now. They have to push, they have to show, and thankfully, Allah has crowned that effort with the deserved accomplishment of that feather on his cap as a senior advocate of Nigeria.
I've known Mohammed Ndayako since I entered practice 21 years now. Since I've known him as a gentleman, as a very good person, a fantastic lawyer, fantastic in all respect, and for all intent and purposes, a son material for a very long time. He should have been a son long ago. And I'm sure, now that he is one, he is also going to be a pathfinder for us.
Very hardworking since I met with him. Very accommodating. Okay? Very patient. I don't know whether he gets annoyed. I cannot say. It's not impossible. He's a human being. But you rarely see it in him.
He's a very down-to-earth person who has not allowed the royalty in him or the blue blood in him to make him shy away from mingling with everybody. He carries everybody along, irrespective of your background, religion, race, sex, or anything. He's a detribalized Nigerian, if you say so. He's a very detribalized person who doesn't carry any ethno or religious sentiment around him.
Mr. Ndayako is a lawyer, not just a lawyer, but one with a unique personality. He's simple, humble. He knows what he does. He studied law and he does law.
My opinion and perception about Barrister Mohammed Ndayako is that he's a very intelligent person. He's very accommodating. He knows how to appreciate people a lot, and he's a very determined personality.
He's an intelligent person, a hard-working person.
In fact, it is a hard work that made him to attain this position we are celebrating now.
He was always ready to learn and prosecute most of the cases given to him diligently with remarkable successes.
We met at the law school in 1989 and were called to bar in 1990. Mohammed is a very intelligent fellow, a jovial person, and an amiable and likable person. It's no surprise that he was awarded the prestigious rank of Senior Advocate of Nigeria. He deserved it, he has worked for it, he has earned it. I wish Allah will protect him, and that will be the beginning of good things in his life.
One thing that distinguishes Ndayako from other lawyers that I know is a dogged fighter. It did not come to me, as far as I'm concerned, as a matter of surprise when this year he's able to make it to take a seat.
My principal, Mohammed Ndayako, is a very humble person, down to earth, and is ever ready to assist.
Barrister Mohammed Ndayako is a father. He's not just a father, he's a mentor, he's a brilliant attorney, he's a wonderful father figure for us in the law firm.
He's someone that makes us feel very comfortable around him. He doesn't make us feel as if we are just an employee under him.
Barrister Mohammed Ndayako, inshallah, son, already son. He's a very kind-hearted person. He carries us along. When we are in the chamber, he carries us along.
The personality of Mohammed Ndayako, the learned senior advocate of Nigeria, he has been able to redefine a popular adage that we used to know about when we were growing up, that you cannot be a jack of all trades. But in his personality, he is one. He is one because in everything that he touches, it becomes gold.
He is a northerner with a difference, a dedicated, hard-working father, a royalty, a good leader, and a good principal.
Honorable Ndayako is a holder of Certificate of Membership of the Chartered Institute of Arbitrators, an associate member of the Institute of Chartered Mediators and Conciliators. He holds a certificate in legislative drafting from the Institute of Advanced Legal Studies, University of Lagos. The Leonard Seal derived his learning experience from the private firm of Mazi Ubabi & Co. Ima Chambers in Enugu of Anambra State, where he did his National Youth Service. Barrister Mohammed Ndayako joined Sani Mohammed Kuso & Co. Dendo Chambers in 1999 as a junior counsel and rose to the rank of principal counsel and head of chambers. Let's see our interaction with some of his friends.
The personality we're assessing today, we've known ourselves since childhood, and again we became very close in Maiduguri. I was working and he was in final year in the university, and right from childhood he exhibited traits of leadership, and he's so committed to learning, because even then in the university, when we try to hang out in the evenings, he will say, please permit me to go back to school to read. So I'm not surprised that since then he has been excelling. Up to the time he was called to bar, he's so committed and so passionate about this legal profession.
He's a gentleman. He's very reserved. Even when we are growing up, we have some things we do together, and some other things he don't join us. So to tell you, because we do some other things, and he's been on the reserve side, which he don't participate on that. And he lives a quiet life, relates to people very well, has very good human relationship, and that's all I can say about him, that he is a fantastic person.
He never gets annoyed with anything. Is it at home? Is it at working place? Is it anywhere? If you like, drag him to his face and tell him anything. It's only few of us that will tell you that he's tense. And by the time that he's tense, the worst you could do is to leave that place. I will tell him, just leave him after some times. And he never registers things in his mind.
Alhamdulillah, but it has not come to me as a surprise, because I used to know him as somebody who is a friend to all and brother to any other person in it, no matter the class or grade. Very kind, gentle and polite, and he has fear of God in him.
I would describe the Honorable Ndayako not as a friend, a close brother, because sometimes a relationship grows and you find that somebody, you are not biologically inclined to each other, but you become biologically inclined. Is somebody I always confide in him my problem, and he's always there for me. So Ndayako is more than even a brother to me.
Barrister Ndayako, now son, Tambarin Nupe, is someone I've known for a very, very, very long time. And he's a legal icon, an epitome of knowledge, a confident, and he's a confident lawyer, a legal luminary, and an exemplary leader.
Mohammed Ndayako happens to be, apart from being a friend, a colleague, a contemporary, is also somebody I admire. I admire him because of those qualities he depicts or exemplified. He has leadership qualities. He has qualities of an achiever. He has qualities of looking or taking into consideration the plight of those below him.
He has God on his side. He never failed his promise. He never failed his clients. He never failed his assignments. The senior advocate of Nigeria was a payday. The words of God and his prophet is not a lie. But whatever good you do to any human being, it will come back to you.
I know him to be very, very hardworking, very agile, very productive. I, as the Secretary General of BOSA, anytime I ask him to give him one assignment or the other, he will do it in good time and do it very well. So I consider his personality as somebody who is a goal-getter, who is up and doing, responsible, diligent.
If not for humility, he wouldn't have been friends with people like me. I come from a village, and you know it's a common trait of Prince to call us Berry. He never for once addressed me like that. He has that to his credit, and that has been what keeps us going. And not only me, that has been what he does to everybody.
Since I knew him as a student from that time it was from one, not JSS. He was the smallest boy in my class, and very nice, very intelligent, very obedient.
In the year 2001, Honorable Mohammed Ndayako established his private chamber, Mohammed Ndayako & Co., a legal practitioner and consultants firm. In 2003, he entrusted the firm to a team of legal practitioners as a result of him being sworn into office as member representing Bidda constituency.
We were appointed as caretaker members of Plateau State PDP party. Were with him. He was their legal advisor, and I found him very, very useful. He offered a very good, solid advice that helped towards the resolution of our job in Jos.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to talk about this quintessential individual. I think I know more of Barrister Ndayako as a family member.
In her remark, distinguished Senator Zainab Kure eulogized the personality of Honorable Ndayako to be a humble, sincere, and easygoing personality.
Honestly speaking, I commend Ndayako because it is very hard for a lawyer, a practicing lawyer, to dabble into politics and at the same time go back to legal practice. Because most of us in the north, the moment we go into politics, we find it very hard to return back to legal practice. But Ndayako has been consistent with legal practice that he has reached to this stage of being conferred the title of Senior Advocate of Nigeria.
When he was a member of the United States House of Assembly, that was 2003 to 2007, I believe. In 2007, January, when I was to be appointed the first Attorney General, he was already a member, and there was a chairman, United States House of Assembly Judiciary Committee, and my name was submitted via phone because he was called upon that knew because of the vacancy created then by the resignation of the then Attorney General Umaru Kau, and that I was to be screened immediately because the vacancy has been on for some. When I got to the premises, he said, my Oga. I said, no, you are my lord, you are my Oga. And the screening between the Committee of Labour, the other member that is the chairman Labour, and he was done within 5-10 minutes. Then they say the sky is the limit. That's a cliche. He will go beyond the skies and over the clouds and blah, 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 wherever, I wish him well, 1,001 congratulations to him. And I pray to become a son too one day.
Barrister Mohammed Ndayako don't want anybody to be cheated. He cannot cheat you, and he don't want you to cheat any other, and he will not allow somebody to cheat you. He knows you who he doesn't know you.
As a political associate, Barrister Ndayako SAN can be described as a very calculative, unassuming, reliable, consistent, and a loyal personality.
He is a man of humility personified, a man of dignity and integrity. In the legal profession, he is going to be a role model to the younger lawyers because he has the ability to add value to the legal profession in his state, Niger State, and Nigeria in general.
I find it very, very interesting. The guy in question is very friendly. He is full of humility. I think he is an epitome of humility here. Barrister Ndayako is somebody I can recommend. He is a detribalized Nigerian.
Yes, in my opinion, is somebody, he's, like I say, he's very humble and hardworking. Hardworking people always find it easy to manage dual responsibility. He's very passionate about whatever he wants to do. And you see politics as his own market days. When the market is not active with you, you can always turn to where there is a daily market. On the professional ground as a lawyer, he has taken so much passion about the job and squarely faced the job when the political activity are less cumbersome.
I'm saying that Mohammed Ndayako is a legal person. Not only has he a legal mind, but is somebody that can be trusted, and he takes his job very, very seriously.
Being the only lawyer in Niger State House of Assembly between 2003 to 2007, Honorable Ndayako chaired the House Committee on Judicial Matters and was a member of other standing committees and ad hoc committees, including that of Labor and Productivity, Works, Establishment of IBB University, Implementation, Northern Speakers Conference Planning Committee. As the then serving member of the State House of Assembly, Honorable Ndayako sponsored, co-sponsored and drafted bills that were passed into law, which includes a bill for a law to establish Niger State School of Nursing and Midwifery, a bill for a law to establish the IBB University Lapai, a bill for a law to establish the Niger State Basic Education Board, a bill for a law to establish Niger State Pension Board, a bill for a law to establish Niger State Law Reform Board, a bill for a law to establish Niger State Hospital Services Management Board, among others. Honorable Mohammed Ndayako resumed his private legal practice after the successful completion of his tenure at the State House of Assembly, where he continued his legal services of civil and criminal litigations, prosecutions, defense, legal documentations, perusal, preparations, interpretations of several legal documents. Among his publications and paper presentations are Leadership in Nigeria Organizations, a case study of Niger State Urban Development Board, a text of his dissertation for the award of Masters in Public Administration, Multi-Door Courthouse and Congestion of Cases in Courts, a case study of Niger State High Court of Justice, a text of his dissertation for the award of Professional Diploma in Conflict and Development Studies, Role of Lawyers in the Administration of Justice, MBA Minaba Week 2014, Rule of Law as a Foundation for Sustainable Democracy, a paper presented at the MBA Suleja Week on 17th December 2014, Enforcement of Judgment by Sharia Courts in Niger State, Mulan Week Mina 2020. In 2016, Honorable Mohammed Ndayako became the chairman Nigerian Bar Association MBA Mina branch until 2018, when he went back to the golden game of politics and served as the running mate of Umar Mohammed Nasko of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) to contest for the governorship seat of Niger State. The Chief Judge of the Federation conferred on him the Senior Advocate of Nigeria (SAN) on the 8th of December 2021. A big congratulations from family members, friends, professional colleagues and well-wishers from across Nigeria to Honorable Mohammed Ndayako, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, Tambarin, nupe, Daniel.
Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions.